West 11 Sports presents Littlefield High School football on the Littlefield Sports Network. Welcome to tonight's play-by-play broadcast. Our Littlefield High School football coverage is proudly brought to you by the following supporters: Wellington State Bank, Wildcat Laundry, the Lance Insurance Agency, Hillcrest Funeral Home, the Littlefield Independent School District, Heffington Farms, and Triple T Irrigation, First Federal Bank, Warren Computers, Burwell Chevrolet GMC, and 806 Customs. Also by the Land County Electric Co-op, Fibermax by BASF, Brown Flying Service, Fades and Foils by Amanda, Energy Fitness, Legacy of Love Hospice, Clift Land Brokers, Always Towing, and by AAA Truck Federated Auto Parts. We'll have an interview with Wildcats head coach Bo Bryant right after these words from some of our supporters.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. Football season is here, so take the winning drive to Bill Wells and score big. We have the largest inventory in Plainview, great financing options, and a team that will treat you like family. At Bill Wells, we are professional grade, and we want to be your car dealer for life. Click on BillWellsChevrolet.com or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in Plainview.
Where your next car's in Plainview.
806 Customs is Littlefield's newest auto superstore. From minor vehicle repairs to major overhauls, diesel repair, LS and diesel swaps, and more. 806 Customs is here to serve all your automotive needs. In addition to the mechanic shop, we offer window tint, wheels and tires, and all types of vehicle accessories. We even offer multiple financing options. Located at 508 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Come by or give us a call at 806-410-0711. 806 Customs is open for business and here for you.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County, so you get personal service, local decisions, from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here in the pregame show, and we're visiting with head coach and athletic director Bo Bryant. Coach, we appreciate you taking time to visit with us.
It's good to be here.
Well, Coach, tonight the Littlefield Wildcats open up district play hosting the Slaton Tigers. Before I talk about the Tigers, let's recap last week's crazy game in Coahoma. The Wildcats fell by a score of 70-71 to the Coahoma Bulldogs in the final non-district game of the season. It was a game that went back and forth. We had a 2-touchdown lead at the halftime break, and then Coahoma came out in the third quarter and kind of took control of the game, and then we fought back, and then by the fourth quarter, not a whole lot of defense was being played as everybody was just putting points on the board. But, Coach, it was one of the craziest games I've ever seen at the 11-man level. You kind of see 71-70 in 6-man, but at the 11-man level, it was one of the craziest games I've ever seen. A lot of offense, not much defense. But one thing I was going to ask you is, you know, overall this season, at least to this point, the third quarter has kind of been our quarter. And they've flipped the script on us in Coahoma, and they kind of came out and took control of that game. And, you know, I don't know if it was just a physical thing where we were tired. I know we had a lot of kids going both ways, but overall, how did your guys feel, or how did you feel coming out of the halftime break?
You know, going in at half, we were feeling pretty good. We'd got that defensive stop and then scored again right before half and took that 2-possession lead. So we were feeling pretty good going into it. Coming out, we knew we needed to get another stop, and we didn't do it. They took the ball down the field and scored, and then they got those couple onside kicks and just kind of turned the momentum there. And, you know, before we know it, we're down 7 points. But like I told the kids after the game, I was proud of how they just kept responding. You know, it would have been easy for us to just tuck our heads down and, you know, give up 21 points right there pretty quick. It would have been easy for them to just quit and just, you know, say, you know, we're done. I was proud how they kept responding. the offense just kept going and giving us chances to win the game. So I was proud of them for that, but definitely have to come out and start the second half better than what we did.
So, 70 points on the board, that's a lot of points. Our offense looked really good. Coahoma couldn't stop us, but we had the same problem trying to stop them, kind of in different ways. They had a big physical running back. You talked about him in the pregame. To me, he was as good as advertised, a big, strong kid, and we just had a hard time getting him on the ground. Defensively, up until last Friday night, we played really well. Even in the Abernathy game, our defense played well every game this year. Against Coahoma, were we just not in position? Or to me it looked like we were trying to arm tackle him a little bit, and we just couldn't get him on the ground.
Yeah, lots of missed tackles. I think as a team we had nearly 30 missed tackles, so just a deal of not getting him on the ground. Like you said, he's a really good back. One of the best players we'll see this year, if not the best. Just a good, hard physical runner. But, we did not tackle well. Lots of missed tackles, like you said, arm tackles. We just got to get more guys to the football and be able to tackle better.
How many yards did we have on offense?
I think it was 695, nearly 700 yards offense, 500 and something yards passing. 6 different guys had receiving touchdowns, so we set a lot of records for our offense the other night, but wish we could have got the win along with it.
Well, and you talk about getting the win. We get down to the end of the game. We score a touchdown to make it 71-70. You could have kicked the extra point and gone into overtime. I knew what the decision was going to be. I think everybody knew. It's a non-district game. You don't want to get anybody hurt in overtime going into district. It's been a long game anyway. It was after 10 o'clock when this happened. You decided to go for 2, which was the right decision. And, you had to know that going for 2, you might not win the game. But you also had been moving the ball like nobody's business all game long. So you felt like we were going to be able to get in. To me, it looked like Chip got in, according to the pictures that went viral on the internet after. But, he didn't get in, and we fall. But, overall, that was just a testament to me of the game that Chip played on offense, is just, fighting until the last minute. He did everything he could do to get across that goal line. And, he just is one of those kids that we're very fortunate to have on our team. And I think even in a loss, he just showed a lot of guts.
Yeah, he did. We know we're going to get everything that Chip has. And that not just Chip, a lot of these seniors that have been on this team for a while, they give great effort. And that's a testament to those guys and their character and just the kind of kids that they are. But Chip just kind of put the team on his back and took over the other night. And, it didn't go our way. We're a little biased. We all think he got in, but like I told the kids after the game, you can't put the game in the referee's hands because they're not going to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, so it can't come down to that point. If you score 70 points, it shouldn't come down to a 2-point conversion to be the difference in the game. And you go back and look at the film, there's a lot of different things. It's not just that 2-point conversion that was the difference in the ball game, but a lot of things throughout that whole game that should have been the difference in the game.
And that's the truth in any game. If it was 14-13, when there's a 1-point game, you can just go back and look and say, well, if we could have executed here, if we would have done this, if we could have stopped them here, we hadn't have turned it over there. That's just the way it is. 71-70 and a 14-13 game, you can go back and just look and find all the things. But that 2-point conversion was kind of climactic, at the end. And was there ever any doubt that we were going to go for 2, or were you ever thinking you might want to go to overtime?
No, I had actually told Coach Mitchell on the headset with about 6 minutes left, I said, if it comes down to the end, have a good play because we're going for 2. So we knew going in that's what we were going to do. And so, yeah.
Well, you wanted to win the game, obviously. You want to win every game. But in the big picture, it was a good test. It was probably the best team on our non-district schedule. I think they were better than Abernathy, the other team that beat us in non-district. But I think it was a great test going into district play. I think we needed it. It's not, you never want to lose a game, but at the same time, I feel like we're battle tested now.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. That was, kind of something I was looking at when I was trying to fill that game. When the 5-team district came out, I knew I needed a week 6. And so I was looking for a team that would test us, going into it. And Cahoma's a good football team, and like you said, I think it's something that we can take with us that hopefully will win us a game here down the stretch in district when it really matters.
Well, it really matters tonight as the Slaton Tigers come to town. District play begins. It's a 4-game season in district play. Everybody goes back to 0-0. The Wildcats are 4-2 in non-district play, but everybody starts over now that district starts and games start counting. I want to talk about the Slaton Tigers coming up here in just a minute. You're listening to Littlefield Wildcats football on the Littlefield Sports Network.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football. I'm Cody West visiting with head coach Bo Bryant. Coach, tonight the Slaton Tigers come into town. This is a football team that is much improved over last year, at least according to their record. We haven't played them in a few years, but it's going to have their offense at least is going to have a familiar look as Coach Clint Conkin, who is in his second or third year over there now, has implemented kind of the old school Littlefield offense and maybe even the defense. I don't know. I haven't seen them yet since Conkin has been there. But according to their record and the teams they've played, it looks like we're going to have a pretty good football team on our hands tonight.
Yeah, we are. They're a good football team. Like you said, Coach Conkin, he's in there. He's put in the old slot eye, and they're running the 50 defense. Tracy Hoosman's their defensive coordinator. So it's been a little weird looking and seeing the stuff that we used to do and trying to prepare for it.
Well, and that was going to be my question is, everybody in this field house, and you've got a bunch of Littlefield graduates on your staff who actually played in that system. And then, you included a bunch of guys on this staff coached in that system. So, when you're using it to try to win games is one thing, but how do you try to stop it? Do you go back and look at how teams had success on us in the past? Have y'all even thought about, games in the past where we had a hard time against somebody and what they did against us?
Yeah, I pulled up our old Bushland films because Bushland was running our defense that we run now against the slot eye. So I've gone back, I've watched those tapes, tried to see what they did that hurt us, and then I've actually looked at the stuff we did offensively that hurt their defense. So it's been kind of beneficial, knowing what they're doing and seeing kind of what's been good and bad in the past.
So I know you've watched some film on them offensively. Do they mix it up a little bit more than we used to? I know I saw some games when Coach Conkin was at Clarendon, and he ran some variations and different formations and whatnot. It wasn't as structured, I don't think, as ours was back in the day. Is he kind of doing the same thing at Slaton?
He doesn't do a whole lot different. It's a lot of everything we used to do. He has a few things that he'll do differently, but it's 232, 234, 236 toss. It's pretty much those same things. Then they'll throw in the sweep and the tackle trap to kind of keep you off guard, but doesn't throw the ball a whole lot. When he needs to, he'll get back there and throw it, but it's a lot of the 200 series and then sweep and tackle trap. And one thing he does do different that we didn't do is he throws a lot of more screens. They've got a tailback screen they throw that's pretty good that we didn't do, back in the slot eye, but he wants to line up and slot right and run the football.
Well, it's going to be fun to watch, and obviously, if you've been watching Littlefield football for years, like most people have, it's going to look familiar. But one thing about Slaton, and we've played them a lot over the years, off and on, just not in the last few years, but they've always had some really good athletes, and I don't know if they still have this reputation, but they've always kind of been a team that had a ton of talent, but maybe not a lot of discipline. Are they still a pretty talented team? That seems like they always have good kids coming through.
Yeah, they've got those athletes. I think at any time the tailback could break one, the slot back, and even the quarterback. Those three guys are really athletic. And you talk, used to. Those teams were undisciplined, but it looks like to me, just watching the films, they don't get any of those unsportsmanlike penalties. They just line up and execute. And their offensive line isn't the biggest, but just kind of like we did in the past, they just get after it. So it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And then defensively, you said they run the 50. We're spreading it out. And, one thing that I always thought about the 50 defense when we were running it, your defensive ends are run stoppers, but also when you're playing a spread team, sometimes those guys are going to have to go out and cover a receiver. And if you can't really have a classic defensive end in that 50 defense if you're playing a spread team, because you've got to have guys that can run. Are they athletic on defense? Do you think we'll be able to spread them out and maybe have some success throwing it?
Yeah, that's one thing. We kind of don't know because of the splits that we get with our wide receivers. They're so wide out there, we don't know where those ends are going to play. So we're going to try to put them in a bind. And that's one thing about our offense is, we got a lot of RPOs built in. So we can call, a run if those guys are really wide, or if they're in there tight trying to stop the run. Hopefully we can throw it out there and get some yards. But I think Coach Mitchell will do a good job mixing it up. And, wherever those guys are playing, we want to do the opposite. So I think he's got a good game plan coming in, and hopefully we can execute it.
Kahoma last week had a lot of success just running it right at us, right in the heart of our defense, which a lot of teams haven't had success this year. But, running it right at the heart of our defense. But Kahoma did have some success. Do you think that Slaton's going to come in here and try to run it straight at us?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. We're going to have to, stack the box and get a lot of guys to the football, like I said, because that's what Slaton's going to want to do is just line up and try to run over us. And, that's what we can't allow to happen is them to just keep the ball away from us. We're going to have to get stops and get the ball back to our offense so they can get clicking and get going and score. So that's something we've been preaching to them all week is we're going to have to get stops and get the ball back to our offense. And I think we will. Like you said, we've played really good defense up until this last week. Hopefully we learn from that and hopefully have a better outing tonight.
Well, without a bye week this year until the last week of the season, we don't get that break before district play that a lot of times you'll get when you have a 6-team district. So we're just rolling through this schedule one game after the next. I know at the beginning of the season you were telling us that you were going to try to be careful about how you did things to try to keep kids healthy. You were in a track meet last Friday night. Did everybody come out of it okay?
Yeah, for the most part. Like bumps and bruises, like I said, nothing major. We get Redmond's playing this week, so we've got him back. So we should be at full strength this week.
How was the week of practice?
It was good. Guys were locked in. We had a good week of practice. It was good having Redmond out there again. I think just the psyche of everybody is a lot better. And so hopefully we go out and perform tonight.
All right, we send you all the very best, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Cody.
Yes, sir. Coach Bo Bryant here in the pregame show. I'm Cody West. We'll be back with more Wildcats football right after this.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to the pregame show. We are just about 5 minutes away from the kickoff here at Wildcat Stadium. Our pregame show is brought to you by the Lance Insurance Agency. And David McGehee and everyone at the Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats. Let's take a look at the starters for the maroon and white as they come out of the tunnel, bringing their American flags with them. The Littlefield Wildcats coming out onto the field. When Slaton has the ball tonight, here's the defense for the Wildcats. Our TNT will be number 63, Diego Lepez at nose guard. Your two defensive tackles will be number 50, Marquise Rosemond, and number 54, Jacob Kirkland. Your two defensive ends are number 8, Ben Castillo, and number 3, Jaden Barrio. Your linebacking core consists of number 4, Caden Reyes, and number 1, Isaiah Coleman. And in the secondary on the corners, we have number 11, Zane Champion, and number 32, Gabe Villanueva. Your two safeties are number 2, Major McNeese, and number 15, Braden Redmond. When Littlefield has the ball tonight, we'll be led by quarterback number 12, the senior Chip Green. The offensive line in front of him, number 78, Sean Ibarra at center. Your two guards are number 51, Tate Clark, and number 64, AJ Cantu. Your two tackles are number 55, Uriel Ibarra, and number 54, Jacob Kirkland. In the backfield for the Wildcats, we have number 2, Major McNeese, the starting running back. He will rotate in and out with number 10, Ian Mendez at the running back position. And the wideouts for the Wildcats, number 32, Gabe Villanueva, number 1, Isaiah Coleman, number 15, Braden Redmond, and the tight end / fullback. He's listed as a tight end. I call him a fullback, number 88, Jose Payan. When Littlefield punts, it'll be number 10, Ian Mendez doing the punting. When we kick, it'll be number 30, Adam McDonald doing the kicking. Major McNeese will be our punt returner, and our kick returners are Ian Mendez and Zane Champion. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with the opening kick right after this.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hey, it's me, Ben Warren of Warren Computers, supporting the Wildcats for over 25 years. I know it's hard to shop local with gas, groceries, and other needs priced higher than down the road, but I bet you didn't know Warren Computers has been providing top-tier computer service and support while keeping prices so low compared to Lubbock. I've saved my customers combined over $1 million since 1999. Choose to save money. Go to warrencomputers.com. Call or text 806-632-2464.
806 Customs is Littlefield's newest auto superstore. From minor vehicle repairs to major overhauls, diesel repair, LS and diesel swaps, and more. 806 Customs is here to serve all your automotive needs. In addition to the mechanic shop, we offer window tint, wheels and tires, and all types of vehicle accessories. We even offer multiple financing options. Located at 508 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Come by or give us a call at 806-410-0711. 806 Customs is open for business and here for you.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. As we are about set and ready for the opening kickoff, Littlefield dressed in their home maroon jerseys with maroon pants, white and gray trim and numbers with the white helmets, the chrome shape of Texas with a Wildcat head on the side of the helmets. Slaton dressed in their visiting white jerseys with black pants, red and black trim and numbers with black helmets. for the Tigers. We're joined once again by Ryan West. Hey, it's been a couple weeks. You took the week off last week. Glad to have you back.
It's good to be back. I had the week off. Keith Logan and Olton had a bye week last week, so the old crew got back together, and I got to take a week off.
It was 119 degrees in the press box, but other than that, we had a really good time. We're also joined by Gabe Montalvo. Gabe's on the camera tonight. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right.
Okay.
Feels pretty good to be here, actually.
Yeah, of course, you were on the field this time last year.
I was. It's pretty.
Is it kind of weird?
It is. It's a new experience for me. It's the first actual game of the varsity that I've
All right.
this year.
So you're running the camera tonight. All you got to do is follow the football. Easier said than done.
I was fixing to say that.
So Slaton will be kicking off to start the game. They'll be kicking from the north 40. Littlefield will get the ball to start the football game. We'll be returning the ball from right to left as we sit here on the home side. South to north here at Wildcat Stadium, and we are set and ready to go for the district opener here in District 2-3A, Division 2. Here's the kick. High, end over end, but short. Comes down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the return. On the starburst, and we'll get it to Villanueva, who brings it across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. They'll mark it at the 32, so good starting field position for the Wildcats. I think it's important, Coach Bryant wanting the ball first to apply pressure early.
Hopefully get some momentum going early, too.
So here we go. Littlefield comes out of the huddle on the sideline. First play, 1st and 10. Green out of the shotgun, hands it off. It's going to be Major McNeese across the 35 to about the 36. We'll have Coleman and Villanueva split out in a stack on the left side. Champion and Redmond split in a stack on the right side. Here's the snap. They go right back to Major McNeese, and he's not going to get anything on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 6.
Running the ball right up the middle for the Littlefield offense, we're going to be seeing a lot of that with Slaton as well.
Yeah, for sure. We'll talk about that in a moment. You heard the Coach Bryant interview. Slaton runs a 50 defense, which is what we're seeing here, is what we used to call the 50 here in Littlefield. And Coach Conkin across the way implemented the old Littlefield system in Slaton, and he's having success as they come in at 5-1 into this game. Green out of the shotgun, McNeese in motion. Here's the snap. Green's going to keep, tries to cut it to the outside, nowhere to go, and he'll be tackled at the 40, and Littlefield was going to go 3 and out on the opening possession of the game. Unless we're going for it.
I think they're going to go for it. Looks 2 yards to get it.
4th and 2. Big play here early on. Going to try to draw them off sides if we can. Coach Bryant electing to go for it on 4th and 2 from our own 40-yard line. Taking a chance here. Green and McNeese in the backfield. Here's the snap. Green's going to keep. Coming to the near side, nowhere to go, but he breaks the tackle. Gets the 1st down, and he'll be hit out of bounds, but no flag on the play. In any case, he's got the 1st down, and Littlefield is on the move. It's a Bill Wells Chevrolet 1st down, and I just noticed, I was waiting for the flag to come out. The officials are carrying pink flags tonight. So don't be looking for the yellow flag. Be looking for the pink one. Here's the next play, 1st and 10, right up the middle. Not a lot of running room. Coach Bryant, Coach Mitchell, the offensive coordinator, trying to establish the run, Ryan.
It seems to me like they're going to run it, try and get the defense to fall asleep and then take a shot.
That's what I'm thinking, too. 2nd down and 8. Here's the snap. Green looking to throw. Has a man deep. It's Villanueva. He's open. He's caught, and that's a touchdown. He's going to score. That's a Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown with 9:52 left in the first quarter of play. Littlefield strikes.
And just like I was saying on the previous play, run it right at them until they fall asleep, then take a shot.
And it looks like the decision to go for it pays off for Coach Bryant there on 4th down. So here comes Adam McDonald to kick. It'll be Jaden Barrio, the holder.
That's Chip Green as the holder.
Okay, we've got a new holder. Here's the kick. Jaden's been holding all season, now Chip.
And it's good.
Same result we usually get with Adam kicking. It's good. 7-0, Littlefield on top. We'll be back right after this.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, along with Ryan West and Gabe Montalvo here at Wildcat Stadium, where Littlefield leads the game 7-0 here early. The first quarter tonight brought to you by First Federal Bank of Littlefield. Nine minutes, 52 seconds left in the first. McDonald will be kicking it off from the South 40. So here we go. Littlefield on the opening possession of the game strikes first. Here's the kick. It's going to be high and short. Comes down at the 25. Here's the return across the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Slaton Tigers from their own 38. I wonder what they're going to do.
Well, I don't know if you did the statistics yet. You were telling me earlier that the Slaton coaches are primarily old ex-Littlefield. Either high school graduate, or are they all?
So there's about 5 coaches on the Slaton staff that either coached here or graduated from here. The 2 that graduated from here are Tracy Huseman and Blake Torres. So here's the first play, the little throwback pass on the screen going the other way. It's a big play. Here go the Tigers. They're off to the 40. But we get hurdled out there. He's going to score. Well, there's that.
That's new.
And that's the one play I was afraid of. Coach Bryant talked about it in the interview.
Go ahead.
Out of all the plays that they run, running it right at you, they run a little screen route, little fake, and that's exactly what they got us on.
7-6, Littlefield on top.
A little swinging gate action here.
Yep, they're going to run the swinging gate. 9:33 left here in the first quarter of play. Tigers are going for 2. Here's the snap. They'll throw to the end zone on the fade. Caught. And the Tigers take the lead 8-7. We'll be back right after this.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, along with Ryan West and Gabe Montalvo here at Wildcat Stadium, where both teams have put quick touchdowns on the board. And I just had a flashback from last week at Coahoma where nobody could stop anybody.
Hopefully the defense comes with it today. I mean, I think that might be a big factor in today's game.
Well, and it was there. To me, I thought we had the quarterback in the backfield. We were back there. And if that play was any indication, we should be able to get some pressure on him. But who knows? Here's the kickoff. Brought down by McNeese. We'll run the starburst. He'll hand it off, this time up the middle. It's Mendez. Ian Mendez, he's off to the races. Ian Mendez, there's a flag on the field. Mendez, he's going to score, but I think it's coming back. Yep.
Yep, there's a flag.
And not all of the officials are carrying pink flags because this one's yellow.
You know, I'm not 100% sure I would throw that flag. I mean,
I didn't see it.
All he did was kind of pancake him to the ground. It wasn't a holding. It was just a pretty decent block.
Well, it's gonna cost us a touchdown, and the starburst worked to perfection that time.
It did. He went right up the middle, and I guarantee you that's exactly what Littlefield wanted.
Well, So here comes the offense for the Littlefield Wildcats. 8-7 is our score. Tigers on top here early in this football game. I'll put it back on the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Littlefield at the 32. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Payan, the fullback. Now McNeese goes in motion out of the backfield. Chip's going to keep. He cuts it up across the 35 to the 41-yard line, and he'll be tackled there close to the first down. I think he's going to be a yard short. 2nd down and 1. Trips right. Trips left. Here's the snap. They'll swing it out. Ooh, caught by Coleman.
And he got the first.
Yeah, but not much more. That was a dangerous throw there by Green.
Kind of looked like it slipped out of Chip Green's hand a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't a clean throw, but Coleman was able to adjust and make the catch. 1st and 10, it's a Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. Here's the snap. Green's going to hand it off right up the middle. McNeese carries it to the 45, and he'll be tackled there. 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 8. Cats quick to the line. Here's the snap. He's going to keep. Green right up the middle. Pushing across the 50. Still on his feet. There's a dog pile that comes to a stop near the first down marker. It's about an 8-yard gain. We'll see where the spot is. Yep, give it to us. It's another Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. 1st and 10 Wildcats. Littlefield on the move on our 2nd possession of the game. 8 minutes and 13 seconds and rolling here in the first quarter. Here's the snap. Green looking to throw, swings it out. Coleman complete, has a block. He's to the 40. Coleman knocked out of bounds at the 35, and that's another Littlefield Bill Wells Chevrolet first down.
It was a good lead block by number 32, Gabe Villanueva.
Yep, just drove number 9 off the line. Wildcats going tempo here. 1st and 10. Green takes the snap, hands it off. McNeese has a block. He's got a hole. He's to the 25, and he'll be wrestled down near the 20-yard line. And that's another Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. Wildcats methodical here, averaging about 10 yards a play. Here's the snap. Green, he's going to keep. Chip right up the middle, cuts it to the outside. Flag on the play.
Face mask?
I don't know, but he's still on his feet. They still don't get him down when the whistle blows. Let's get the call from the ref.
Is it a face mask?
Yep. Face mask on them.
Called it.
Wildcats trail 8-7, but the Wildcats are now knocking on the door here.
They got a lot of momentum right now.
It's the First Federal Bank first quarter. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the first. We've already seen some fireworks. Green goes out of the shotgun, first down and goal to go from the 8-yard line. So mark it ready for play. Green takes the snap, hands it off McNeese. Hole up the middle. He's to the goal line. Or short. He only got to the 2. Man, it looked like he was close. 2nd and goal from the 2. Here's a tush push. Green on the keeper. No sign yet.
Mark him down at the 1.
Yep, inside the 1.
Inches to go.
Green under center now, once again. Here's the snap. He's going to give to McNeese. He's going to score, and that's a Wildcats touchdown. Littlefield answers by just marching straight down the field and putting one on the board with a Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown. It is 13-8. What do you think about that, West?
That was a good job. Good job doing the running game, running it right at them. They can't stop. That's something we're going to see a lot during this game, both teams running it right at each other.
Well, and, you know, these coaches scout, I'm talking about our offensive coaches. They must have seen something on film that makes them think we can run it right at the Slaton defense. So now we're going to go for 2. Green and Ian Mendez now in the game at running back. Man in motion is Coleman. Here's the snap. Green's going to roll left, throws. Coleman caught. 2-point conversion, good. And the Littlefield Wildcats lead it 15-8 on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. 7:04 left in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West and Gabe Montalvo here in the press box high atop Wildcat Stadium where Littlefield leads this game 15-8. The Wildcats will be kicking it off once again from the South 40. Adam McDonald, the kicker. Here's the kick. This one's a line drive. Oh, and it's going to roll down to the 5 and into the end zone. Man, it kind of got sideways like a watermelon and rolled into the end zone. If it could have stuck, man, that would have been a live ball inside the 5-yard line.
You know, and recently a lot of these teams that we're playing, I've noticed, they kind of treat it like a punt. Like they forget it's a kickoff and it's live after 10 yards. They just let it sit.
Yep, I've seen that a lot this year, including us. Yeah. We've made that mistake a couple times. So Slaton scored on one play on their last drive. We've got to stop them here. Let's start all over. Here comes the Littlefield defense.
Against the old Littlefield offense.
The slot I. Quarterback moves under center. I formation behind him. He's number 9, Jacob Lopez, the quarterback. There's going to be a timeout taken by the Slaton coaching staff. It's a Warren Computers timeout, and we'll take it with them, and we'll be back right after this.
AAA Truck Federated Auto Parts isn't a chain store. It's locally owned by your neighbors who really care about you. John and Charla McBride and their staff are here to make sure you get the right part at the right price. In addition to quality federated parts, AAA also provides expert vehicle repair, offering oil changes for less money than out-of-town counterparts, plus brake jobs, air conditioner service, and more. There's no reason to go anywhere else for auto parts or auto repair. AAA Federated Auto Parts, located north of Littlefield on Highway 385. Quality automotive parts and accessories, and Littlefield owned and operated.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West, Ryan West, Gabe Montalvo. As the Slaton Tigers have the ball 1st and 10, they come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, has a man wide open, caught. He's off to the races. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns for the Slaton Tigers.
Man, on that play, it looked like number 2, Major McNeese, the free safety, had his eyes on the quarterback, not the receiver, because he just slipped right by him.
Well,
I'll tell you one thing about this Slaton team. One thing I've come to notice, I mean, a year out of high school, like, these guys are really fast.
They've always been fast.
They're really, really fast. And one thing I noticed is that receiver got off the line really fast, and you notice there at the end, he kind of pulled away there from Major and Zane.
Number 1, Whaley, on the touchdown reception. And they must not have a kicker because they're going for 2. Here's a fade pass to the corner of the end zone, and it is caught, and it's a 2-point conversion. The Slaton Tigers offense right now
is on fire.
Has ran 2 plays, scored 2 touchdowns, and made 2-point conversions, and they lead the game 16-15 with 6:53 left in the First Federal Bank first quarter. We'll be right back.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. We've already got a game on our hands here. And the Littlefield defense right now picked up where we left off in Coahoma and just not being able to stop anybody. So here we go. Tigers are kicking it off. I think we need to watch for an onside here.
I wouldn't be surprised. Slaton does have a little bit of momentum right now.
It's going to be a line drive, a little sidewinder, picked up at the 19, returned by McNeese to the 30, and he'll be tackled at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Littlefield offense. Once again, we looked really good on our last two possessions. But if it's going to be like this, we're going to have to match them touchdown for touchdown.
It's going to be just like the Coahoma game.
I hope not. And they've only run two plays. They were both passes. They still haven't run wham, gap, toss, sweep, or tackle, trap.
Anyone else was expecting them to run.
That's right. And I think they knew that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's the snap. Green's going to keep. He's got a hole over the right side, 35-yard line, cuts to the 40. And he'll be tackled at the 41, and that's about a 10-yard carry on first down for Chip Green.
That's a first down. Give him a first down.
It's a Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. Chip takes the snap, hands it off. Mendez, flag on the play.
Yeah, that one was real obvious right there.
Yeah, they jerked his face mask.
Goodness.
Going back to Chip Green's run, that was thinking back on the previous play. That's something that Chip brings to this every game that he comes to is his elusiveness. He's real quick and real shifty.
Yeah, I agree.
So they'll step off 15 yards on the face mask. That's the second face mask penalty of the game on the Slaton Tigers, and it'll put it all the way to the Tigers' 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Littlefield Wildcats. Green and Mendez in the backfield. Here's the snap. They give it to Mendez. He's going to be hit and brought down after a gain of about 2 on the play to the 42-yard line. Wildcats come quick to the line. 2 receivers right, 1 on the left is Villanueva. Split out here wide on the left side. Here's the snap. Chip's going to keep. Nowhere to go this time. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8. We've already seen 4 touchdowns in this football game, and there's still 5 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Green out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, throws deep, has a man looking for Redmond. He goes up and gets it. A great catch by Braden Redmond at the 15-yard line.
I know that's called head tapping, but when I think of that, I think of Randy Moss. That guy got mossed.
He got mossed. There we go.
1st and 10, Littlefield at the 14-yard line. Here's the snap. They give to Mendez. Mendez up the middle. Still on his feet across the 10.
Still going.
Down to about the 6, maybe the 7.
And that's the thing about both our running backs, especially number 10, Ian Mendez. He drives and pushes that pile.
And neither one of them are big guys, but you're right. And Chip, too, he can carry a pile with him. Here's a handoff. Mendez over the right side, and he's not going to gain any yards on that play. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Wildcats knocking on the door once again. We can get a first down if we get it inside the 5. Green takes the snap. He'll keep right up the middle, tripped. Falls to the 6, and it's going to be 4th and about 1. Play comes in from the sideline. This is our second 4th down attempt in this first quarter.
This is huge right here.
Green out of the shotgun. Now Mendez in motion. They'll check with the sideline. 15 seconds on the play clock.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went with a timeout right here.
Yeah, we're down to 8 seconds. Play comes in, and Coach Bryant's going to use a timeout here. It'll stop the clock with 4:04 left. Here in the first quarter of play, it's the Warren Computers timeout, and we'll be right back after this.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. Football season is here, so take the winning drive to Bill Wells and score big. We have the largest inventory in Plainview, great financing options, and a team that will treat you like family. At Bill Wells, we are professional grade, and we want to be your car dealer for life. Click on BillWellsChevrolet.com or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
Where your next car's in plain view.
For farm and ranch real estate right here in Littlefield, call Eric Turpin at Cliffland Brokers. Eric has a true understanding of agricultural and commercial properties, as well as a commitment to finding the perfect match for your needs. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, Eric can make the process smooth and stress-free. Let him navigate the market for you and secure the best deal. Call Cliffland Brokers at 806-385-0905 or visit clifflandbrokers.com and go Wildcats.
Welcome back in after the timeout. Here's the 4th and 1 play. Chip Green fakes the handoff, and he will be sacked back at the 19-yard line. And we were waiting for one of these defenses to make a play, and it's the Slaton Tigers that make the first defensive stop of the game.
I was going to ask you when we were on commercial break before we went live, do you have Adam McDonald who can make the easy 3 points, but the way this game is going, do you go for it or do you get the 3?
I think you've got to go for it.
I think so too. I mean, both, except for right there, both defenses have been unresponsive.
Yeah.
I mean, Slaton has scored twice on back-to-back plays, 2 plays.
So here we go, the third offensive play of the game for the Tigers. Here's the snap, quarterback keep. Coming to the near side, gets to the outside, we'll string it out. And a nice job there by Major McNeese. So it'll be a gain of about 1 yard or maybe 2. And that's a shifty quarterback. Major did a good job sticking with him.
Yeah, it was a good job containing him on the outside. This Slaton offense was something I really wasn't expecting. You know, they were talking about the Littlefield coaches. I was expecting them to run it right at us. But I think they did some film watching, and they're throwing the ball. They like to throw it.
2nd down and about 7. That was a gain of 3. Quarterback takes the snap. He hands it off, coming over the near side. Wildcats are there. Big collision, breaking tackles. And we finally get him down. Jaden Barrio was the first one to get to him, but couldn't wrap him up, and it's going to be a big gain. Well, a nice gain. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And that was a good stick by number 3, Jaden Barrio. He hit him right in the knees, and he did wrap him up, but the running back just kind of ran through him.
Just a strong guy, I guess, because you're absolutely right. Just ran right through him.
We're going to have to be the more physical team.
Absolutely.
So here we go, 3rd down and about 3. Tigers going to quarterback sneak it. And a nice job filling the gap there by Coleman. It's a gain of 1 yard, maybe. Nope. They give it to him.
The first down.
Okay, 3-yard gain. What's wrong with my depth perception?
Some old eyes.
Looked like it gained 1 yard. 1st and 10.
That is the one play I did forget about. I'm so used to watching this Littlefield offense do the tush push. I forgot about the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that old offense, that slot-eye quarterback sneak was dangerous.
When ran right, yeah. Especially when you're real aggressive like Slaton's being right now. It'll work.
So here we go. Quarterback moves under center. Here's the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Pressure, and we're going to get him. A great job, and finally, we've got a good defensive play.
Back there was Braden Redmond and Jaden Barrio.
Yeah, both of them got in the backfield, and they were able to disrupt the play. It's 2nd down and long now. And did they both come from the same side, Ryan?
No, they came from different sides.
Yeah,
Both
gotcha.
ends played the contained and blitzed and kept him inside, and they sandwiched him.
You know, getting back to that quarterback sneak, the way we used to run it is that a lot of times it was just between the quarterback and center. Here's the snap. They're going to run the toss. And we're there.
He's not going anywhere. This is exactly what Littlefield needs.
Ben Castillo makes the tackle. You know, back in those days, the quarterback would just kind of give the center a little nudge or do something with his hand to kind of let the center know, and the rest of the nine players on the offense wouldn't know that they're just going to snap it, and it all depended on what the quarterback saw.
No, and you just made sure. You told your offense as a quarterback, you tell them, be ready. Do not jump off sides. Just get set.
Yep. So big 3rd down here for our defense. We need a stop. Here's the snap. Play action. He has a man, and it is almost intercepted, broken up by Major McNeese, but it falls incomplete, and our defense gets a stop.
That was a good job by the free safety, number 2, Major McNeese, coming up and playing the ball.
And that's what the doctor ordered, was a defensive stop for the Wildcats. So they're going to punt it away. Back to return the punt. Villanueva and McNeese. And they're standing at about the 41, 42-yard line. Punter will be at his own 6, and it's over his head. At best, this is going to be a... he got it away. How in the world did he get that away?
Still got it off.
No. What an athletic play by that punter.
From the back of the end zone, too.
It falls dead at around the 44 maybe. I didn't see where it landed.
I think it's a little inside the 40. So
great field position, but man, what a play by that punter.
You know, it was a great play by the punter, but he sure did pay for it in the end zone.
We cleaned his clock.
It's one of those won but at what cost moments right
He was
there.
in the very back of the end zone. Our cameraman get that on camera?
I did.
All right, good job. So here we go. First down and 10. Littlefield Wildcats have the ball in Slaton territory. Here's the snap. Green throws over the middle, complete to Coleman. He'll be tackled immediately at the 32-yard line. It's about an 8 or 9 yard gain.
Good move by Isaiah Coleman getting open and finding the open spot. He was wide open.
2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Green takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Oh, he hands it off. And a tackle will be made at the 30. That was Ian Mendez on the carry. Short, 3rd and 1.
Little tempo here by Littlefield.
Yep, Green's going to keep, has some room, has the first down, and he'll be tackled at the 22-yard line. That's a Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. And we only have 16 seconds left here in the First Federal Bank first quarter. Here's the snap. Green hands it off. Mendez over the left side, cutting. He is down to the 10 and will be stood up there. They'll mark him down at the 11. 5 seconds. We try to get one more play off if we can, and we do. Green's going to keep. Right up the middle. Green, he's going to score, and Chip Green into the end zone. That is an 11-yard touchdown run for the Littlefield Wildcats, and the good guys are back on top.
You know, give credit where credit's due. Chip Green made a great run, but you can't do it without that offensive line. They're creating big holes for the running back and Chip.
Absolutely.
And Chip does a really good job at finding holes, too.
And the center and the 2 guards, Shawnee Barra, Marquise Rosemond, and Tate Clark in there. Those 3 interior offensive linemen. Just got that push and opened it up. Wildcats going for 2. Green under center. Here's the snap. They give on the sweep. Villanueva around the right side, and he won't get in. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Brought to you by First Federal Bank. The Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown makes it 21-16. We're headed to the second, and we'll be back right after this.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center with affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts. Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit energyfitnesslfd.com for more information.
Introducing Fades and Foils by Amanda. Located inside JoJo's Attic in Littlefield, Fades and Foils is your one-stop, full-service salon, specializing in men's and women's cuts and styling, balayage, color corrections, all-over color, and even waxing. Let Amanda rescue your hair. Open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. For an appointment, call 806-598-1988. That's 598-1988. Book now, because demand is high for Fades and Foils by Amanda.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. After the Littlefield touchdown, we'll kick it off to start the second quarter, taken at the 10-yard line. Here's the return coming to the near side. It's going to be a big one. He's across the 40, fumbles the ball. Littlefield football. And a turnover on the kickoff. It was a big return, and the Wildcats, I didn't see who knocked it loose. I think it was Redmond. And was it Coleman that covered it up?
Or was that Jacob Silvis? It looked like a 1 or a 7. Everybody was moving so fast. In any case, it's Littlefield's ball going the other way.
Exactly what they needed right there, too, because like you said, that would have been a big return for Slaton.
Yep. So here comes the Littlefield offense once again, this time going the other way. 1st and 10. Payan in motion. Here's the snap, Green. He's going to throw over the middle, little too high for McNeese, Major McNeese. And McNeese was wide open.
That was a good effort by McNeese trying to make the one-handed grab. Chip just overthrew him a little bit.
Yeah, that could have been 6. 2nd down and 10. The Wellington State Bank scoreboard, 21-16. Littlefield on top with 11:44 left in the second quarter. Green out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Has all day. Finds somebody open.
Good
Chip.
pass protection.
Here comes the heat. And he'll just throw it away, and he pays the price.
That was great pass protection right there. He just couldn't find an open man.
Chip makes the smart play and throws it away. Lives the play, another down. Our second quarter tonight is brought to you by Wildcat Laundry. Want to say thanks to the Jones family of Wildcat Laundry. I'm looking at Gary and Shayla Jones right now. If they're here, who's running the laundromat?
That's a good question.
Double slot formation. Trips actually 5 wide. Trips on the right side, 2 on the left. Chip is alone in the backfield.
Try to get Slaton to jump right there.
It is 3rd down and 10. You've got to feel like we're in 4-down territory if we don't get it. 5 wide. Green takes the snap. Has time to throw. Steps up and fires. Looking for Redmond. Redmond too deep. The pass was too deep. As Braden couldn't get under it. Now it's going to be 4th and 10. Okay, so Coach Bryant's going to punt and try to pin them deep. Littlefield will punt for the first time tonight. So we're not able to take advantage of that turnover and turn it into points. But hopefully we can pin them deep here.
Well, either way, that fumble recover was a save from scoring because Slaton could have had a chance to score that drive. So we'll never know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's the snap. Mendez punts it away. It's a little sidewinder. Gets past the return man. Come on. It won't get there. It dies or in the end zone. And it's going to be a touchback. Man.
That is the second kick that we thought was going to stop at the 1 or maybe the 2 that rolled into the end zone.
Yeah.
That was a good hustle by Braden Redmond there, though.
Yeah, he was trying to, had a chance. Just too slow. That boy's too slow. 11:19 left here in the second quarter. So this is the only district game tonight in our district. The other game was played last night, and Muleshoe beat Roosevelt. So the Mules are the early district leaders at 1-0. Roosevelt falls to 0-1. Idalou is open this week. 1st and 10 Tigers. Here's the snap. They hand it off right up the middle. He's going to bang around in there and carry it to about the 24-yard line, eventually brought down by Redmond.
Ben Castillo got back there pretty quick, but again, we're just going to go back to the fundamentals of it, wrapping up. He was there, though.
So here we go. It'll be 2nd down and about 6. Tigers come to the line of scrimmage at their own 24-yard line. Here's the snap. They give it to the tailback, and he's hit and wrapped up at the 25. It's about a 1-yard gain. And that was for the Littlefield Wildcats on the tackle, number 55, Uriel Ibarra. The defensive tackle on the left side.
And I've been really impressed with our TNT this year, getting in the backfield, getting pass pressure on the quarterback, and stopping the runs that come up right up the middle.
And the other thing is about that, it's not just the same 3 guys. We've been rotating them in and out. There's about 5 guys that are rotating in and out, and we get the same results no matter who's in there. Here's the snap. Play action. Quarterback throws over the middle, has a man open, caught.
He was wide open.
Yep. Barrio's going to get him down at the Littlefield 45-yard line. Slaton's throwing it all over us tonight.
Which is actually a surprise, but no one expected Slaton to throw the ball this much, myself included.
I think something happened on that last play by Jaden Barrio. It seemed like he tripped or stumbled on his own feet, and the receiver just ran kind of right past him.
Yep.
Boy, guy's big feet.
1st and 10. Quarterback under center. Here's the snap. The give on the sweep to the far side to the slot back. He gets to the edge, has the first down, and he'll be tackled at about the 32-yard line.
Oh, 448 sweep right there.
33-yard line. Man. I didn't think I would ever see a game as high scoring as the one we had last week, but tonight
we're on pace of getting it again.
Maybe. Here's the snap, quarterback sneak right up the middle. We're going to get him down at about the 29, 28-yard line. Now, it looked like Caden Reyes, number 4. See the first one in there, filling the gap?
It might have been. I'm kind of like you. I'm kind of standing in the back. I think it was Caden Reyes, but I kind of have a hard time seeing numbers just as well as you.
2nd down and 5. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. A little move. They'll be wrapped up and brought down at the 25. Short of the first down, but close. Getting up from the bottom of the pile for the Wildcats was number 2, Major McNeese, the safety.
And this is something a little different that the defense hasn't really seen yet. I mean, I'm sure they've seen it, but we're so used to the pass game, we send blitzes and we send stunts that when we stunt against this Slaton offense, we kind of overshoot the runner.
Yep. 3rd down and 1. I formation, slot back on the left, tight end on the right. Here's the snap. They hand it off. He's got a hole, gets the first down. It closes quick, and he'll be down at about the 20. And on the tackle there for the Wildcats, number 4, Caden Reyes.
It was a good job by number 1, Isaiah Coleman, holding his legs, and number 4, Caden Reyes, going to wrap him up and finishing the job.
8:02 left here in the Wildcat Laundry second quarter. Quarterback takes the snap, fakes the handoff on the play action, throws on the screen, and he just throws it out of bounds. That should be grounding.
There was no one there.
It didn't get past the line of scrimmage, and is that not intentional grounding?
I would have thrown intentional grounding right there.
He threw it to the first down marker.
Threw it to the ref.
He just threw it to avoid the sack, but right now the referee in the white hat's getting an earful from Coach Conkin on the far side. So, hey, man, your kid's the one that intentionally grounded it.
I know.
I'm sure he saw something else, but there's no flag on the play, so no flags. Should be 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off, and we're all over that one. Ben Castillo and Caden Reyes in the backfield. That's going to be a tackle for loss.
Number 8, Ben Castillo, all season has been very physical. He was physical on that hit right there.
Yep. 3rd and long now for the Tigers. 3rd and we'll call it 12. Clock is rolling here. I formation, tight end left, slot back right. Here's the snap. The give on the sweep, coming to the near side. He's got all the room in the world, but the hole closes. He won't get it, but he does get to the 16-yard line, and that'll make it 4th and manageable now for the Tigers.
Tackle made by Major McNeese. Could have been a lot worse, honestly.
4th and 6. I don't like playing against this offense.
No, now you can see how the other teams kind of felt all those years we ran it at them.
The past 60 years.
4th and 6. Here we go. The snap. Quarterback, play action. Looks to throw. Has time. Now he'll tuck it and run. A second effort is not going to get him the first down, and the Littlefield Wildcats hold him. The ball goes over on downs to the Wildcats.
That was a good job by the 2 linebackers, seeing him scramble and then past the line of scrimmage, coming down to make the play.
Yeah, I thought when he took off it was going to be a first down for sure, but good pursuit to the football. And it'll be Littlefield Wildcats ball going the other way. It'll be 1st and 10 at our own 13-yard line. 6:35 left here in the Wildcat Laundry second quarter. So it'll be Green and Mendez in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Chip Green sends Mendez in motion to the left. Here's the snap. He swings it out, complete. Has some blocks. That's Coleman, I believe. No, that's Villanueva, and he'll be tackled at about the 17-yard line, gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
It's a good block by number 10, Ian Mendez, coming out the backfield and putting a stick on the corner.
2nd down, here's the snap. Green's going to keep. Cuts it to the outside, not much running room, and he'll be tackled at the 19-yard line. About a 2-yard gain. Well, the scoring is slowed down as each team now is not finding it as easy to move the ball. Both teams came out throwing haymakers. 3rd and 4.
Again, Littlefield trying to get them to jump off sides. I'll give it to Slaton. They're a really disciplined team. They have not jumped yet.
Trips left, single receiver on the right. Green takes the snap, looking to throw, pressure. Throws, complete for the 1st down at the 30-yard line. Braden Redmond hauls it in. Correction, Ian Mendez hauls it in. 1st and 10, it's a Bill Wells Chevrolet 1st down. Here's the snap. Green's going to keep right up the middle. Not much running room there. Might gain a yard. You know, I think we scored first in this game here tonight. Is that right? Or did they score first?
We scored first.
Okay. This is only the 2nd game this year that we scored first. Here's the snap. Green looking to throw. Pressure. The defender falls down. That allows Chip to run. Here he goes. Green. He's to the 40. Chip to the 45-yard line. They'll say his knee touched to the 44, but that's another Bill Wells Chevrolet 1st down. Move the sticks.
That's the thing about Chip Green. He's so quick and he's fast.
Champion wide right. 2 receivers on the left. Green takes the snap, hands it off. Mendez across the 45, making moves across the 50. Into Slaton territory to the 47.
Ian Mendez tonight has been the workhorse.
2nd down and 1. Chip takes the snap. Green's going to keep right up the middle. Gets the 1st down, but not much more. That'll move the sticks. It's another Bill Wells Chevrolet 1st down. Green and Mendez out of the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. He's going to hand it off. Mendez looking for room. Ball comes loose. Chip, get on it. He picks it up, and he'll be tackled at the 50. Woo, that was lucky.
That could have been a big play of a game right there.
Yeah.
Littlefield has momentum.
And I think Chippy was trying to make a play, and he was trying to pick it up. I'm like, just fall on it. But he was able to pick it up. 2nd down and 15. Here's the snap. Green looking to throw. Has time. Don't hold. Chip, you got to throw. He's going to take a big hit and gets back to the 50. No gain on the play. And our receivers are having a hard time getting open on the deep tries. We had luck underneath.
And honestly, I don't know what happened on the far side of the field, but I don't think our receivers were on the same page.
Yeah, it didn't look like it. And Chip had time, but once they started coming, there was nowhere to go. So big 3rd down now.
Timeout?
Yep. Is that us or them?
Them.
The Tigers use a timeout. Stops the clock with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter. So Warren Computers timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be right back.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining, living, laundry, and closet spaces. For more information, visit DurableBuilds.com or call 806-891-1076. And let's get started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Welcome back in. Littlefield Wildcats will have the ball. 3rd down and about 16 yards from our own 49-yard line after the timeout. 21-16 our score on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left here, or 3:19 left here in the 2nd quarter. Incomplete pass thrown to Mendez. Looked like he tried to run before he had the ball.
He stole the words right out of my mouth. Usually when that happens and they drop the ball, it's because they were trying to run before they had possession of the ball and had it secured.
Promising drive stalls out at midfield. And now Mendez will have to punt. Punt return man for the Tigers is standing at his own 20-yard line. Littlefield Wildcats lead this game, but it doesn't feel like we should be winning. Here's the snap. Not to me anyway. Here's the snap. High spiraling kick. Woo, what a heck of a punt. And this one will die and be down at about the 9-yard line. That was what we were looking for.
That was a great punt by number 10, Ian Mendez. He kicked a spiral, and it landed at the 10.
I never could kick a spiral.
I can much less throw one.
I don't know how you do it. So it'll be 1st and 10, Slaton Tigers coming the other way. They have 3 minutes and 7 seconds to work with. This game started with all offense, no defense on both sides, but it's since settled down, and we've got not as high a scoring game as I thought it was going to be. 1st and 10, Tigers at their own 9-yard line. Our defense needs to do something. They're going to run the toss over the right side. We're going to get him at about the 13. It's a 3-yard gain. Kirkland and Reyes in on the tackle. So remember, Slaton will get the ball to start the second half. Littlefield took the kick to start this football game. So we can't let them score here and then get the ball to start the second half.
Defense is going to have to be big with 2:30 left on the clock.
Quarterback under center. Man in motion is the slot back. Here's the snap. Quarterback throws deep, has a man wide open, and it's overthrown.
It looks like there should have been a hold in the backfield, if I'm being honest. Little missed call right there, but it wasn't anything big.
Zane Champion getting an earful from Major McNeese, but they were both 5 yards behind the receiver.
Going back to the speed. Slaton has speed.
Yeah, they've been throwing to that number 1, Whaley, on those deep passes. He's been able to get behind our defense. Third down and 6 and a whistle, and Littlefield will use our final timeout of the half. So Warren Computers timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back right after this.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West and Gabe Montalvo here at Wildcat Stadium. And it's going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Tigers after the timeout. 21-16 on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. 2:26 left here in the second quarter. I might have said third quarter before the break. It's the second quarter. Don't think I'm crazy over here. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off.
140 tackle trap.
He's off to the races. McNeese runs him down. He'll be tackled at the 45-yard line.
That running back is pretty shifty. Once the hole opens up and everybody's got a helmet on everybody, he's gone.
He's plenty quick. 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Slaton comes to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. They're going to give on the sweep to the far side. Big hit. Not much of a gain on the play, and that was Isaiah Coleman on the tackle. 2nd down and 10. Under 2 minutes to go here before halftime.
That was a good job by Isaiah Coleman not falling for the fakes. This Slaton offense likes to fake a lot. They do a lot of fake handoffs and keeps.
Try to throw the defense off a little bit.
2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. He drops back to pass, throws, and it is knocked away. And a nice play out there by Zane Champion. And I thought he may have had a chance at the interception. Once he realized he was out of position, he just slaps it away, and it stops the clock on the incomplete pass at 1:31. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Go ahead.
He may have had a chance on that interception right there, but it's just smart football IQ. I mean, it's 3rd and 10. He knocks it down. If he would have gotten the interception, gotten tackled, he would have been down at the 20.
So here we go. Quarterback on that pass they scored on earlier, that little throwback screen. And we're all over it this time, but we got to make a tackle, and we finally do. The 45-yard line, no gain on the play. That was how you play that. Not the first play of the game. They ran that same play and scored. And we've got I thought we used all our timeouts.
They have had one more left.
Well,
scoreboard said 0. Maybe one of those timeouts that I thought was ours was actually theirs earlier.
Possibly.
We'll just keep it right here with 1:06 left here in the first half of play. Littlefield on top 21-16. It's been a good game so far. I'm just glad the defense has settled down. I didn't have the energy for something like last week. I know neither one of y'all were there, but man, that was exhausting.
I joined in like the 4th quarter, and I seen the scoreboard. I was like, my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of touchdowns.
The defense got left at home for both teams.
We had, I don't know what they had, but we had almost 700 yards of offense. Chip had like 500 yards of passing.
My goodness.
That's impressive. I'd be
and like
surprised
seven
if that
or eight different players scored receiving touchdowns. It's like every passing record in the Littlefield High School record book was shattered that night, I think.
That's crazy.
And we lost. So here we go, big 4th down after the timeout. 4th and 10 for the Tigers with 1:06 left here in the second quarter of play. They're going to punt it away. Major McNeese, the return man. Oh, the punter fumbles the ball. He picks it up and kicks it. That guy is so lucky. He's going to land at the 19 and roll toward the sideline.
54 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go for the big strike. Problem is, we haven't been able to get guys open on the deep routes.
So that 50 defense that they run, it's 55 cover 2. The hard thing about that is you got 2 linebackers sitting in the shallow where the shallow routes are going to be ran. It's a zone defense. So the 2 deep safeties are covering anything deep or anything that comes into their zone. So your best option is to hit shallow routes.
Yeah, I think so, and then let your playmakers make a play. So here we go. Villanueva and Coleman wide left. Redmond and Champion on the right side. Now Champion goes in motion. Here's the snap. Green throws it out to Champion out in the flat on the far side.
Got a good block.
Get to the sideline, Zane, and it looks like he will, and they're going to stop the clock at the 30-yard line. It's about an 8-yard gain.
45 seconds left in the second half.
First half.
First half.
Second quarter. I called it the third quarter a while ago. Probably multiple times. Trips right, single receiver on the left. It's Redmond, Coleman, Champion. All their last names end in an N. Green out of the shotgun. Villanueva, the only one on the left side. Here's the snap. He's going to swing it out. Oh, it's intercepted. No. Man, I was waiting on that to happen. There was a couple of times earlier in the game we ran that play, and it made me think, man, that is a dangerous play.
With 36 seconds left on the clock, too.
Yeah. And what happened was the 2 blockers, we had 2 blockers and the intended receiver, the 2 blockers just couldn't hold their blocks.
No, he just slipped right through him and made a play on the ball.
So now the Tigers have the ball, 1st and 10 at the Littlefield 16-yard line with 36 seconds left. That's plenty of time.
Defense has to be big here.
The scoreboard says they have 1 timeout left. Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. He's going to keep going to the far side. He's got the corner into the end zone. Slaton takes the lead. That's the one thing we couldn't let them do was take the lead before halftime because they get the ball to start the second half. But the interception turns the tide in this football game.
That interception right there just kind of seemed like it sucked all the air out of our Littlefield defense.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is the same kids, right? So you're dejected because you just turned the ball over on offense. Now you got to change your mindset. Oh, I've got to play defense now. Here's the snap on the 2-point conversion, and it's busted up by Villanueva. No flags, no good. We'll keep it here with 29 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Slaton is not happy about that at all.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I can hear them through the headset, and my goodness.
It looked like interference out there, but no flags. We'll take it. In any case, the Littlefield Wildcats will have 29 seconds with a kick.
Slaton fans still chirping over there.
Well,
they're really not happy. Granted, I wouldn't be either, but
that's what they get.
That's not the case right now.
So the Littlefield kick return team comes out down by 1 point, 21 to 22, our score on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard.
29 seconds left in the half.
Here's the kick. They're going to keep it on the ground. Clock will start when we touch it. And it'll be returned from the 20. Zane Champion to the 30. And we'll have 24 seconds. So we can still take the lead here before halftime, maybe.
So how would you approach this situation? Would you take a few shots? Would you knee it, just take a knee and then go to the half? How
No.
were you?
If I was getting the ball to start the second half, I would probably take a knee with a lead. But you're down right now. You don't get the ball. You've got to take a shot. On first down, I would take a shot. Throw it deep. Villanueva, he's your deep threat. You got to look for him. So here we go. Nope, we're going to hand it off. And it'll be about a 3-yard gain on first down. And we can't stop the clock, so that's basically the same as taking a knee.
And that's what they should have done. I believe that's what they should have done. The possession they had before Slaton scored.
Run the ball.
Exactly. Going into halftime with the lead.
Yep.
And Slaton gets the ball back.
Instead, we're going to the locker room down 1. Second quarter tonight has been brought to you by Wildcat Laundry. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with your halftime show coming up right after this.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new drive-through ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
The
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a touch-tone energy cooperative.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. We are at the halftime break where the Littlefield Wildcats trail this game by a score of 22-21 to the visiting Slaton Tigers. And we've got a dogfight on our hands, Ryan Lynn. It's not really how I wanted it the first half to go.
I honestly didn't expect it to be this close. I thought we would, come out and throw it all over them, and after that Coahoma loss, spark a fire and keep your foot on the gas pedal. But Slaton's done the same thing, and they've responded to all our points.
Well, and here's what I think. I think Coach Conkin, there's a chess match going on here between the two coaching staffs. I think Coach Conkin came in thinking that we were thinking, well, they're going to come run the base stuff at us, right? So they reached in their bag of tricks early, and it worked for them. But I don't know how many times they're going to be able to go back to that.
Well, including me, even the coaching staff, if they're doing the same thing, including me, I thought they were going to run the base stuff too. I was expecting to come out and call the plays as they were lining up. And so there have been some where I've been like, oh, I know that play. That was 6 toss. That was, 232 land. But there's been some stuff that I wasn't expecting to see, such as those screen passes and all the fakes that they do.
Yeah, and, Coach Bryant said in the pregame interview that he felt like we were – going to see them, see a lot of screen passes. So, we probably haven't seen the end of them. Now, that being said, in a week of preparation, I just don't know how many gadget plays you can put in the playbook. So it's like they threw that throwback screen on us. The tackle trap is a textbook play. It went for a touchdown. So we've got to be ready for that. But to me, I feel like we've taken their best shot, and now we've got to come out and kind of impose our will on them in the second half. And one thing about our football team this year that just kind of drives you crazy is that we'll knock you out, but we're going to let you pop us in the mouth a couple of times first. Like, I don't know why it didn't go that way. Well, it did go that way to some extent in Coahoma, but in every game this year, there's been times where it's like, we just, miss assignments on defense, the team scores, whatever. Even in blowout wins like against Brownfield and Morton. Morton came to play that night, right, in the first couple of series, and we're thinking, oh, no, they came to play, and then we run away with it. So it's like it's a trademark of this year's team is that we let you pop us in the mouth a few times before we knock you out. And so hopefully we'll come out and knock them out in the second half. Offensively, I feel pretty good. It's just that turnover kind of hurt us.
Yeah. And like I was going back to Slaton defense, the 50 defense, they play that zone, so there's not going to be a lot of deep shots taken. It's going to have to be shallow routes or running the ball up the middle.
Yeah, and we'll make some adjustments at halftime too. We've until last week when Coahoma kind of came and took over the game in the third quarter, up until then, the third quarter has been our quarter. Every game this year, with the exception of Coahoma last week, the Littlefield Wildcats have owned the third quarter. So hopefully that'll continue here tonight, even though it wasn't the case last week in Coahoma.
I think one thing Littlefield really has to do coming out of the second half, especially defensively, is taking care of the little things. All last year, like the coaches preached it, you got to take care of the little things or the little things become big problems and they'll take care of you. And it showed on some of these big breakaway plays that Slaton's had. Going back to textbook stuff, wrapping up, knowing your key.
Yeah, I think so too. And if we can come out and get a stop early in the third quarter, like the first possession of the third quarter, if we can get them on a 3 and out or create a turnover, then, we can kind of, maybe take the momentum early in the third quarter and hopefully be able to put this thing away by the fourth quarter. But right now we're down a point, 22-21, and the Slaton Tigers band is out on the field right now. The Marching Cats are getting ready to come out onto the field. Do want to mention that the Marching Cats will be in Lubbock tomorrow at the UIL marching competition. They will perform, I believe, at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow at Lowry Field. So we encourage everybody to get out there and watch, cheer them on, go support the band. They've done a great job, and they've slowly improved. Every Friday night we see them, they just keep looking better and better. And I think tomorrow they're going to do very well at marching contest at Lowry Field. They need the community support. And the fun thing about band contests is you can go watch all the bands because they've got all the classifications from our area marching all day long. So you can go watch all the bands, cheer on the Marching Cats, and hopefully they'll get good scores, good marks tomorrow at the UIL marching competition. Let's take a break, and we'll be back to look at some scores from around the area coming up right after this. The halftime show tonight brought to you by the Littlefield ISD. We'll be right back.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Legacy of Love Hospice, bringing quality care into your home. We are locally owned, and our hospice care team provides end-of-life care for terminally ill patients. Our services can help bring solace to the patient and their concerned family during a difficult time. For exceptional medical care, as well as emotional and spiritual support, count on the healthcare experts of Legacy of Love Hospice. For more information, call 806-370-2100 or visit legacyoflovehospice.com. Legacy of Love Hospice, caring from the heart and wishing the Wildcats all the best this season.
$28 billion. That's how much scammers stole from senior Americans last year. Whether you have $500 or $500,000 in the bank, the scammers want it all. At Warren Computers, we don't want you to be a victim. Our new Scam Scram program combines years of trusted computer service, educational training, and some old-fashioned one-on-one communication to help keep you and your loved ones safe from scammers. You'll get peace of mind, friendly computer support, and so much more. Call 806-632-2464 right now.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here at the halftime break, brought to you by the Littlefield ISD. I'm Cody West, along with Ryan West and Gabe Montalvo here at the halftime show, where Littlefield is down by a point, 22-21. The other district game in District 2-3A Division II was played last night out in Acuff, and the Muleshoe Mules defeated the Roosevelt Eagles by a score of 42-36. So Muleshoe improves to 1-0. Roosevelt falls to 0-1. Idalou is open tonight. And the Littlefield Wildcats are fighting with the Slaton Tigers right now to try to move into a first-place tie with Muleshoe. But last night, the Mules beat the Eagles 42-36. Let's take a look at some other scores from around the area tonight, just randomly. Tulia beat Dimmitt. I think that was probably last night, 20-12. Also tonight, or in other games tonight, in the Battle of the Coopers, Lubbock Cooper leads Abilene Cooper 35-3 in the second quarter. It is, let's see here. They're giving me scores from somewhere else. Here's Lubbock Coronado trails Abilene High 28-13. Down in Odessa, the Permian Panthers lead the Odessa Broncos by a score of 16-7. The Bushland Falcons lead the Andrews Mustangs 28-0 in a non-district game. Bushland over Andrews 28-zip at the half. Up north, Panhandle leads Sanford Fritch 37-zip. And a close game, Childress and Friona 14-13. Childress on top of Friona by 1 point at the half. It's Dalhart over Denver City 36-0 halftime score. Groover, and the game of the week, everybody was looking for this game. Two highly ranked opponents in Class 2A, Groover and Stratford. And right now, the Groover Greyhounds lead the Stratford Elks 26-6 at the halftime break, 26-6. Over in Sudan, the Hornets lead Crosbyton 33-0. Up in Canyon, West Plains over the Canyon Eagles 21-6. It's Post over New Deal 34-14. These are all halftime scores. Last night, Estacado beat Levelland 28-23. Another halftime score, Monterey over Lubbock High 49-7 over at Lowry. Back up north, Sunray over Spearman 27-0. It's Olton all over Floydada 48-7. Morton over Lockney 8-7 in a low-scoring game. Claude and Booker are tied up 22-22. Wellington over Clarendon 35-6 at the half. Sundown over Smyre 20-0 late second quarter. Farwell over Bovina 27-zip. Friendship trails the Midland High Bulldogs in a close game 28-27. Midland on top late second quarter. River Road over Lamesa 21-7. Pampa and Hereford are tied up at the half 14-14. A few other scores from our area. Ropes over Tahoka 21-14 at the half. Plains trails Seagraves 34-0. Seagraves Eagles on top. New Home and Abernathy are tied up 13-13 at the halftime break. New Home and Abernathy tied. The team we just played last week, Coahoma, trails Grape Creek 14-12. It's Shallowater all over Pecos, 51-6 in the second quarter. Shallowater has put 51 points on the board in the first half. It's Monahans over Snyder, 21-zip. Perryton over Liberty, 27-21. And finally, let me give you one final score in six-man action. Whit Harrell over Lasbuddy, 54-0, and it's not halftime yet. That game's not going past halftime. 54-zip Whit Harrell over Lasbuddy. Well, Ryan, every week at halftime, you've been giving us a college football update. What's going on tonight in the world of college football now that the NCAA is letting them play on Friday nights?
They are letting them play on Friday nights. Every Friday we have the discussion, should they be allowed to play on Friday because it's meant for high school football.
I don't like it. But anyway, fill us in.
So in a Big 12 conference game tonight, you Tech fans listening out there, this should be an important one to watch tonight. At 9:30 p.m. tonight, Arizona does not do time change, so it's a late game tonight. 9:30, the number 16 ranked Utah is taking on Arizona State in Arizona tonight.
Okay, and wasn't there another game going on tonight, or was that the only one?
I think that's the only one tonight. That's what I could find.
So it's a late game. You going to stay up and watch it?
I might stay up and watch it tonight.
Might watch a little bit of it. What about you, Gabe? You going to watch any football tonight?
Honestly, no. I think I'm going to save it all for the weekend. You got the old UT and OU game.
Yeah, there are a lot of good college football games tomorrow. The Red River rivalry. Who you got?
I hate them, I'll never, ever like them. But UT's going to win.
Who you got?
Okay, I may root for the underdog. I'm going to have to go for OU here.
Are you? But who do you think is going to win?
Who do I think is going to win? UT.
I'm kind of like, my opinion of the game is it's got a long history of upsets, right? Even last year, right? OU beat Texas, I believe, last year in that game. So Texas was highly favored. So anything can happen. You get in the Red River rivalry. You get in the Cotton Bowl. You're in the State Fair. You're in Dallas. A lot of history.
That's true.
The crowd is split 50-50. And anything can happen. But I don't know. I think Texas has way too much for them.
Yeah, this year especially. And, I hate them. I can't stand UT, especially my friends that are UT fans. They love UT to death. But I got to give it to UT. I don't see how UT could lose this game.
They might win the national championship this year.
Yeah, and this is how I see it going. Either UT is going to win by 20 or more points,